I'm Demi Stokes and you're watching Mariners TV.
Jon, first game of pre-season under the belt, a 1-0 win at Newton Aycliffe. How did you feel the game went from your perspective?
Look, we just said to the lads there that it's really pleasing. So many aspects of that are good for us. You know, it's the first time we've got to play kind of in that shape. We've changed two sides. There's a lot of lads out there. There's a lot of young lads out there. You know, new additions to the squad. We've tried some new things. We've tried to go out there and be quite aggressive in the way that we set up. And look, we've been working on it over the last 10 days. You know, and they've gone out there and put a real good effort at it. Everybody did 45. A couple of lads did more, and they've gone and pushed themselves for the whole 45 minutes on the pitch. So good indication that they're quite fit, and to come away with the wins pleasing as well. I know it's a pre-season game and it's only 1-0, but I think if we'd have drawn that, you know, I think it wouldn't have been a fair reflection of the 90 minutes. Great for Tums to get off the mark and Jordan to come back in and set him back up after obviously Jordan's had a bit of an injury. So all in all, it's a really pleasing evening.
First game of pre-season, so obviously no one's expecting the finished article at this stage, but how pleased are you with where they're at the moment?
Good. Listen, there's always going to be stuff. You know, this the way this club works. We're going to look at the video as we do. We'll fine-tooth comb it, and we'll come out with 1,000,001 things that we can probably improve on. But at this point of the season, we've dominated the ball for 80-90% of the game or whatever. Yes, there's a few little slip-ups, and yes, there's a few little mistakes in and out of possession. But you would expect that at this stage. So again, you can't really be critical of the lads. Like I said, there's a few little things we didn't create enough in the first half. We definitely didn't test their back line, their goalkeeper enough. Which, you know, it's unfair, I suppose, on the lads that start the first half, but you then get to go in, reflect and give a little bit of info to the lads going on the second half, who then took it straight on board and went out there and put a better performance in. But at the same time, those lads in the first half, it was hot, the sun was beating on them. Again, mixed 11, new lads in there, can't really complain.
The fans got their first view of three of the new signings in action today as well. Did they get the first sort of glimpse into what they can do, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you work backwards, Tums has shown what he's about. Again, big, athletic, strong, puts himself around. His timing's fantastic. He really does understand his job, and he's going to be a real handful in our league as well. He's not only a big, strong lad, but he's tidy as well. Good touch, and he can finish. Connor's a real clever, little quiet, unassuming lad, but when he's on the pitch, he's really tidy. And again, Will McGowan's very similar. Small. People probably think, well, he's not a big athletic four like Callum Ross. But as you've seen in the second half there, the lads trust him with the ball. He can deal with it. His awareness is fantastic. Uses his body well to say he's not very big. So, yeah, I think the indications are good, and I think the fans will be quite pleased with what they've seen.
You haven't played in front of the fans since last December as well. How pleased was it to be back in front of them tonight? What did you gain from that?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. It was a little bit quiet. Initially when the game kicked off, a little bit quiet. But listen, it's just great to look round and see the shirts and see the fans there. See again old faces that have been there since probably well before I came here. But people that I've seen over the last 6 years smiling and enjoying a game of football.
Just finally back at home on Saturday, it almost feels like a new home with all the changes that's gone on. How much are you looking forward to getting out there?
Yeah, it's been great watching the ground take shape and see the changes as they've gone on over the last few months. But it'll be a tough test. I think that's the most important thing. Yes, it'll be great to get back there, but we want to get back there playing our way, get used to our pitch. And again, Stockton will be tough opposition. We went down to their place last year and they turned us over. So we know how good they are. They've been promoted off the back of a couple of good seasons in the Northern League. So it's going to be a really tough test. The lads have still, now full time. We utilise the next 4 days to get ready for it, and then hopefully there'll be improvements from tonight and a positive result.